Hey guys, okay. I have been pumping out videos today, so you might see me in the same clothes. It's because I'm wearing the same clothes. But I did want to talk about this new product that I just saw in Walmart. It is the Profusion Blush Hour Rosé Soft Matte Liquid Blush. Liquid Blush, yeah. Oh, isn't that the cutest? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to try this. I have been really digging cream blushes recently. I was always afraid to try them. I'll probably have to get a sponge in just a second, so we'll take a break for that in just a second. But I thought also we would do a Bold Lips for Old Chicks today as well. So we've got the, and I've done this before, but this is more about the shade. This is the Wet n Wild Cloud Pout Marshmallow Lip Mousse in the shade Fluffernutter. So it's sort of that brownie nude. I have this also in this shade, which is Candy Wasted. So quite the difference here, okay? This was a beautiful shade. I really like the formula of these. They're not like a long-lasting liquid lipstick type. Like it's a mousse, just like it says. But it is just so, like, this shade was so beautiful and I love it. I think it would look really cute with my sweater today. But anyway, we're not gonna do that today. We're doing this one and this, okay? So I'm very excited about this blush. So I think I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. I don't know anything about this. Let's talk about it real quick and then I'll go grab that sponge. Okay, it says this is the Blush Hour Soft Matte Liquid Blush in the shade Rosé. Isn't that cute though? Like Profusion, like I really like the Profusion cosmetic line. They have some solid products and their eyeshadows are good. I don't know, so we'll see. And they don't break the bank. That's what's amazing. Okay, it's Blush Hour and we are serving up the perfect flushed from within glow. This long-wearing formula has a lightweight, creamy texture that seamlessly blends to the perfect soft matte finish and is infused with a richly pigmented array of cocktail-inspired hues that are universally flattering. Okay, so you can layer it to build up the color. It says use the applicator and shake well. Okay, I'm gonna grab a sponge. I probably will use a brush and a sponge, but I don't have my sponge ready, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I have got this sponge right here. I have used it before for another cream blush. So it's a little bit stained, but it is clean. I just washed it just now. Okay, so let me talk about a couple other cream blushes that I have. I have this one, the Maybelline Cheek Heat Gel Blush, and this is really nice. This is in the shade, does it say? Nude Burn, so it's sort of a nudie type of shade, and I'll give you a couple of swatches in just a minute. I also have this. This is the Milani Cream Blush Palette, Cheek Kiss, and it's in the shade Sun Kissed Glow. So Cheek Kiss Cream Blush Palette. And these are kind of like gel as well. This is a gel. I was gonna say it's kind of moussey, but it's really not. It's more of a gel. So these are a similar texture. I'll give you a couple swatches in just a second. So this one that we're trying today, the Profusion one, Blush Hour, is sort of supposed to be a soft matte liquid blush. So I'm not sure what the texture is, so let's just open it up and see. Okay. Okay, so the texture seems pretty thin, so I'm just gonna, yeah, it seems like a gel though, honestly. Yeah, it feels very gel-like. Oh, it's pretty, very pretty. I really like this shade. I'm very excited to try this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple swatches. I'll try and build this up so you can kind of see it. This one is the Profusion, and let's do the Cheek Heat from Maybelline, and then I'll try and get, oh yeah, okay. The Maybelline one is much more rosy and more on the cooler side of nude. Where did I just put my Milani one? Did I say it was Maybelline? It's Milani. I just had it in, oh here it is. I'm like, just had it in my hands. Okay, Milani. I like this one because it's the palette, because it has, you know, 3 different shades. So, okay, so hold on. Let me get a hand free, shall we? I'm running out of tissues already and I barely got started. Okay, so first one is the Profusion, so that's this one. This is probably the warmest, most peachy corally shade. Next one is the Maybelline Cheek Heat. Then we've got, in order, the Milani, first, second, and third shade. I have used these two a lot, and they come off, like they blend out lighter than you would expect. Like they seem like they're really dark in the palette, but when you blend them out, they're much lighter, very natural, real pretty. Like especially this one, very bright, especially for summer. Like that one right there, it looks really pretty on. They all do though. I've tried them all. This one is a little bit dark. It might almost be too dark for me, but I can still use it if I shear it out real good. Okay, so that's that. The cheek heat one seems like it's the darkest, but when you blend it out, it's not that dark. And then also on my skin, it almost, not oxidizes, but instead of looking like real mauve-y like that, it almost has a brownish, it's reminding me of like a real 90s brownie undertoned blush. So, but it still looks nice, very natural looking. You can wear it on like no makeup days, really nice. Okay, so let's try this though. I'm a little bit nervous because like I'm always nervous about cream blushes because they intimidate me, but we're gonna try it and we'll just see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna use just the, applicator looks nice. I don't want to get too much. I'm going to kind of wipe off a little bit. Easier to build up than it is to like try and take it away once it's already there and looking crazy. So I try to get my blush right in this area so it doesn't drag my face down. So I'm just going to sponge it, I think. Okay, looking really pretty. It's a bit pinker than I was expecting. Got quite a bit of pigment. I was not expecting it to be that. I was expecting it to be a bit more sheer. Pretty. Okay. I feel like it's easy to use as well, but just be careful that you don't put too much on because it's, in my opinion, it's a bit more pigmented. And this little tip is a sponge, so it's also has product in it that's soaking up. Like when I wipe it off, there's a lot of product coming out because it's just been, I've been shaking it up, and so a lot of the product is just soaked in there. So, all right. I don't really feel like I need to build it up, but I might try in just a second. Give it a minute. I'll try my lip on and then we'll see if we need more blush. Yeah, and it might be looking like more color because my skin's turning pink from just me tapping it, because this side doesn't look as blushy as it did in the beginning. All right, so let's leave that there for now. We'll try the lip and then we'll try to add a little bit more blush in a second. Okay. Because of the way my brain works, like if something's right in front of me, like it will still be hiding. Like my brain will hide it from me. Like it'll be sitting right there. I'll be like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right in front of my face. Oh my goodness. Put in the comments if that happens to you a lot. All right. This packaging is like crazed out, so I'll be right back. Okay, so it took me a minute to find the perforation on that plastic wrap, but I did find it. Again, this is the shade Fluffernutter, and I love a nude lip, especially a brownie nude, because I'm a 90s girl, so let's just try it. I do have a little bit of gloss, so I'm going to just dab that off. I always prep my lips, so, and I suggest anybody do that as well. Like even before you put any lip color on, prep your lips so they're nice and moisturized, and it won't look crusty when you try a new lip, especially if it's a matte one. All right, so here we go. Smells very almost, it kind of does have a sort of a childlike smell. It's reminding me of something that like a chapstick or something I might have had when I was a kid, like a cherry scented flavored chapstick is what that kind of smells like. I feel like this one smelled like cake, more vanilla-y. Yeah, this one smells more vanilla-y. Same product though, just different shades, okay? Now, I like this. It's a touch on the orangey side for me. Similar to this one, this is the Nude Look Velvety Matte from Golden Rose Lip Color. Let's just get a swatch of these two. This one though is more creamy, and the other one is definitely more moussey and fluffy feeling. Yeah, much more moussey. This is the Wet n Wild. Slight shade difference. I feel like this is a tad more cool. This one's a bit more warm, touch darker maybe. They're both really warm nudes, but that's really pretty. Like on my viewfinder, it's looking very natural, almost sort of like my lips, but better. But sometimes I can have a more mauvey lip, and then sometimes I have a more warm nude lip. So anyway, I prefer, my favorite nude has been this one, and I had to get a new one because I let my daughter, but I'm telling you, that girl be taking all my makeup. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick in the shade Send Nudes. This is my all-time favorite, most used nude lipstick gloss is really what it is. And there's just something about it. It's not as warm as these. It is still a little bit warm, but there's just something about this gloss that looks so good. Or I like it. I'm not gonna say it looks so good on me, I guess, because that's a matter of opinion. I just love the way, it looks on me. Love it. For a nude. It's a bit darker, but it's got a tiny bit of rosiness to it. Sometimes if it's too warm, it'll just look too orange on my face and also make my teeth look very yellow. So this one I feel like is kind of more in the middle because it's got that little tiny bit of rosiness to it. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there you go. So these are very warm. Again, the Cloud Pouts though are really nice because they're very, very fluffy and light feeling. So I really do like that about these Cloud Pouts. Okay, so let's do a tiny bit more blush. I think it's looking so good for right now. Let's do a tiny bit more and see if we can just build that up. Cause I mean, it's there, but it's almost like barely there. Let's try a brush. Okay, so I think both ways of blending is good, although the sponge might be better because I feel like I'm getting a little bit of an edge right there. Okay, let's try the other side. Just build that up a little bit. I'm still just gonna use the brush. I prefer blending with a brush. It just seems more natural to me. That's what I'm used to. All right, so I think that's nice. I mean, oh, there, you can see it a little bit better now. I like it. I like the idea of that, of this delivery system of pigment. I think it looks really nice. Sometimes with powders, they almost don't blend as well. A liquid tends to blend a little bit better. Not that powders are bad. I love powders, and I think you can get a perfectly beautiful blush application with a powder blush, but sometimes a liquid will tend to blend a little bit better. The problem with sometimes with liquids though is that they may not want to last as long. And I know like this one doesn't last as long, and then this Milani one, they don't last as long as my powder blushes, but I feel like this is a solid product. I will try to put the price of it in the description below. I think it's pretty. Now, am I going crazy over it? Not really. I mean, it's nice, but I actually really liked this. Something about this was more like, oh, I really love that. This is kind of like, it's fine, but it's not making me like crazy. But I do think it's fine. So there's that. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Did I do everything? I feel like I did. So don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe. I'll wear this blush and I'll try and update my thoughts, and like we'll see how it looks, you know, if I go outside, because I do have to go to the post office today. So we'll see how it looks in the even more natural light, or at least in the car. That usually gives me a different look, as far as like I can almost tell better in the car what my makeup actually looks like, even though right now I'm in front of natural lighting and it should show me exactly how it looks. Sometimes in the car is a better representation of how it actually looks in real life and how other people are going to see you. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe. I will update any thoughts that change, or you know, anything that comes up about this blush. I think that's all I got for you today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.